Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another photo editing stream. Welcome on in. Had a bit of a rough one getting this started. Late dinner, and then we had a big old thunderstorm. We had some hail. And we had to ride that out, make sure that we didn't lose power, and now it's passed, and here we are. Now we can get to work a little bit. So yeah, last week actually, 4th of July, did a photo shoot, my first photo shoot in 6 months with my good friend McKenna, and we're going to be editing some of that shoot tonight. So, hopefully you had a good week. Tonight, instead of doing photo editing tonight as opposed to the usual Friday stream, but I am going to be busy next couple of Fridays. Having my annual weekend of Dave Matthews Band this weekend. He's in town for 2 shows, tomorrow and Saturday, so I'm going to be doing that with some friends and getting my live music on. But yes. So, if you are new to the game and you are seeing my art for the first time, I go professionally by Brian J. French. And if you want to see more of my artwork, all you have to do is type in art in the chat, and a link will pop up to my card page, which is a link aggregate site, kind of like Linktree. And it will have links to my Instagram and my Vero and my Patreon and my Redbubble shop and all the ways you can see what I do. But yes, let us begin tonight's proceedings by starting right with the promo image that I used on social media. Start right from here. The first shoot in the new house, that was exciting. And as always, if you have any questions about what I do, just ask away. Oh. Right. Should be. Black. Oh, Photoshop reset itself. Then I gotta do. Oh, I hate when Photoshop does this. It updates and resets all of my settings. Don't think it's foreground to background. Yeah. Yeah. It's not it. I think it's foreground to transparent. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. It's one of those things where it's like you've had it have it your settings on for so long that you forget what they're actually named. But yes, it's foreground and transparent. And I think we can bump the opacity up just a bit. I didn't ask you to reset all of my settings. There we go, that's better. It's considered cyan or blue? It's considered cyan. Ooh. I like that. Dramatic. Yeah, there's a little blue in there. When do we start seeing pixely artifacts? Alright, well that's a possibility. Sometimes half the fun is, even though you know what you're doing, sometimes you just want to play with sliders and just be like, well, I wonder if we do this. Yeah, it's very little green in here. That could be interesting. As a I don't want a yellow boost. I don't mind the sepia. That's a thought. Anyway. Alright. Back to the fun here. Not what I wanted. I did not want the gradient map, although that looks fun. Selective color, not gradient map. Deepen those cyans a bit. So let's deepen those. that's what I thought. A lot of neutrals in here. Go back to hue saturation. No, not what I wanted. Okay. Good. Last thing is brightness contrast. Alright. Don't ever prompt me to save on Creative Cloud again. Because then you're going to take, if I save my image to your Creative Cloud, you'll feed it into a fucking AI or shit. Oh, wait a minute. I will save that, but I think I did a goof on my numbering the file. I think I did a goof. Just go to bridge. $141. And there was the all of the blanks. Yeah. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. You should have 141. Yes, I do. You should be renamed. Just gonna very briefly close the others so that my renumbering scheme actually works. You can't have files open when you are trying to rename them. Get rid of you. Digits starting. file that I just worked on is now 47. Get rid of 60. Good night. Good. Minor housekeeping there. All right. So while we're working on this one, you know me. Ooh, I like the starkness of that. I really like the starkness of that. But I also like that too. I like that. I like that a lot. And now let's, because I find it interesting, do a sepia. Beautiful. E-E-A-U, Tifo. Beautiful. All right. Now let's open up another. I always tend to like the more dramatic ones. But let's just do simple portrait. I like this one. Okay, pretty good there. That's too much. Go down to a quarter. Yeah. I wonder if because of how even the lighting is in this one, if it just considers the background a neutral. Yeah. It considers it more gray than neutral. That's all right. Fine by me. No, I think I've overdone it on the black. Yeah. I think we'll just keep that as is. Just notice something. Ah. Oh no, not a second. Speedy Photo, good evening. You dig the tunes, nice. They're from a really, really awesome game. They're from a video game called Transistor. Ooh, what's it about? Oh, it's the game. It's a It's a futuristic setting game. Have you ever played any of the other games by the Supergiant Game Studio? So, Bastion or Hades? They've made 4 games. Bastion, Transistor, Pyre, and Hades. Transistor is set in sort of a futuristic dystopia, and you have this main character who's lost her voice, and her friend, and a friend of hers becomes a sentient sword, which is called the Transistor. And you, as this singer with your sword friend, are trying to help repair a major calamity that has happened. Like you may have seen possible promo art for this game. It's a lot of fun. The whole soundtrack to this game is basically what you're hearing now. Ah, all right. Save you. And we'll move on to another. I continue working on this shoot. So, let me actually just show you the full body outfit that my friend McKenna wore. This is for, again, my friend McKenna makes her own outfits. She's a seamstress. She makes all of her own outfits for every LARP that she does. And so her most recent one, this is what it looks like in full. You're not doing too much photo manipulation. Why process these in Lightroom? Because I learned how to do it in Photoshop, and that's my workflow. And I'm too stubborn to do anything different. I like the way the shadows in this one work, so let's work on you next. So I have heard. I appreciate the advice. bounce back and forth between Photoshop and Affinity Photo. I think this needs a whole lot in the way of desaturation. Not really. My lights are pretty white balanced as it is. I do love my bees. Saturation. This particular one was for a LARP. This particular outfit was for a LARP. I believe it was for a Vampire the Masquerade LARP. I believe. Bit much, however. That just a little bit. No. Oh, nice. Viking reenactors, which is like several shades above like Ren Fairs or even SCA. That sounds like a blast. I'm actually going to be doing event photography for a LARP in November. I'm looking forward to that. I actually think we're good on the blacks here, so. We want to keep that just as it is. We just save that. And just for fun. I kind of like that. They study and practice the old Viking martial arts, crafts, and traditions. Dedication is pretty admirable. There's a chapter in Texas, Ohio, Boston, Orlando. I think they're There are plenty. While I've never had that experience, I do go to a lot of Renaissance fairs, and I know I have quite a few friends who participate in SCA events, the Society for Creative Anachronism. I know they have a blast. Sleeping. Yeah, I definitely think the high contrast red filter is going to be the way to go. Alright. Going a bit too much on the red. Yeah, we are. Okay. Hey! Welcome, good sir. Mr. Renzella, welcome. You made it. You caught one of my art streams. Oh, how you doing? Day, just woke up and was happy to see the notification. Oh yeah, that's right. It's about 9:30 a.m. tomorrow by you. Yep. Yeah, I've been on for about 40 minutes or so. Excellent. Glad you could make it, sir. I'm editing images from my photo shoot that I did with my good friend McKenna just last week. All right, I've done some dramatic ones from this shoot. Let's go a bit silly. I am on Instagram. Actually, I'm on a bunch of places, Speedy Photo. So that is my card page. So that takes you to, like, it's a link aggregate, kind of like Linktree. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Vero, I have my own website, I'm on Patreon, I'm on Redbubble. I'm on a bunch of places. Or my good friend can just give you the link right to my Instagram. That works too. He had it popped up. And you'd think that, you know, without me having two monitors, I could do that. But I think I need one of those things where, you know, really futuristic. Like, it's not even actual monitors. It's like holographic monitors where I could just wave them away and pull up stuff with just my hands, just with thought. Except I don't practice Scientology. So, McKenna's character in this particular game, she's a barkeep. She owns her own bar. and, you know, shenanigans ensue. Because, of course they do. We're definitely gonna have to tone down some of this, Yeah, if any of you out there are watching and you want to draw, you guys want to share your Instagram or your website or whatever, and if you creatives out there, feel free to drop them in the chat. I do not mind sharing the places where other artists may have their own work. Thank you. Thank you so much.
When you speak, I hear silence. Every word a defiance. I can hear, oh, I can hear.
All right.
Think I'll go
Speedy photo.
where it suits me. Moving now to a
And the
country
turtle suit.
with everyone, oh, everyone. Before we all
So you got street photography, AEW portrait guy. All right, cool. Do you mind if I share some of your work right here on the stream?
lying down never struck me.
Do a little show and tell?
Something fun, oh, any fun. Stabbing pain for the feeling. Now your wounds never healing.
I do. I really enjoy your use of lighting on quite a few of these. Much appreciated. All right. Well, let's do a little show and tell here. Let's start with the street one first. So this was the Turtle Soup blog. Oh, this is in Toronto. I've been to Toronto quite a few times. I try to go there a couple times a year. If you're looking at my Instagram, you'll notice you'll quite a number of shots there from Toronto. There's nothing wrong with simple. Sometimes the most gorgeous photographs I've ever seen were just simple photographs. You know, nothing really going on, but the magic is in the composition. Metal Gear! I love the caption. I just finished doing a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid on stream, because I also do video game streams as well. And I just finished my 25th anniversary playthrough of Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I noticed in your hashtags here, you shoot film. Very nice. The ones that I'm editing today were shot on my digital camera, but I also shoot a lot of film as well. Sometimes I actually will develop film live on stream. That's the turtle soup one. Let's have a quick look at... Oh, that's nice. I love the use of some of the lighting on these. Like, that's just great. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's, am I still on my, yes, so let's do you. Let's do a follow. And let's add the turtle soup. And, boom. All digital? All right. You just use a Fujifilm camera. Ah, okay. That's all right. Yep, my cameras, so I have a 35 millimeter Canon camera, a Canon 70D is my digital camera, and then as my medium format film camera, it's a Pentax. So, but yeah, great stuff. Thank you for sharing. Before I do brightness contrast, let's see if I can do some stuff with the selective color first. And thank you. Aha! I was like, why didn't I see that pop up? There we go. Thank you so much. Why didn't I see the pop up? Because I had it disabled, silly me. Now we're going to darken you up. So yes, Jay Renzello, he is the only woodcut artist I have seen on Twitch, and whenever I can catch his streams, he does outstanding stuff. There's a huge time difference between where we both are. It's a 12-hour difference. He's 12 hours ahead. So by the time I'm able to catch his stream, I'm typically ready for bed. Outstanding stuff. Actually, hold on just a sec. I'm going to be right back. Jay Ranzella's got a couple of books that he has made, and I've got them both, which I'm going to start reading very soon, because by the time I'd gotten these, I was getting ready to move house. So this is in my to be read pile. So we've got Schism and we've got Solitude. And I am very eager to dive into these now that life is settling down. There we go. That's looking a bit better. Every time I see his work, I want to, it just, when I got my art degree, a couple of the electives I chose to take. I didn't have to take. I chose to take were printmaking, and of all of the art electives that I had to take, on top of all the photo stuff I had to do, I loved printmaking the most. And I miss it. But I have a house now, so now maybe I will find the time to start easing my way back into it. I actually do have on my computer somewhere scanned my scanned woodcuts and lino cuts. Eric Jaw's photo! Welcome! Welcome on in, we've got a raid. Welcome! Nice! Nice, welcome on in! For those of you just joining in, I am E. Royvis, but known professionally as Brian J. French. I am a studio photographer, primarily, and I'm working on images from my most recent photo shoot. Jimmy Q Ball's photo person raid. So yes, been working on images from my most recent shoot. My good friend McKenna here, who is a seamstress, makes outfits for LARPs and cosplay. So good evening, welcome in, Raiders. And if you are curious about the types of photography I do, there's my card page. That takes you to my links to my Instagram, my Vero, my website, Patreon, Redbubble, all the things. How's the stream treating you? So far, so good. I'm glad to know there are other photographers on Twitch. Occasionally, I feel like we're on our lonely little islands. But good evening, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a pleasant evening, pleasant morning, or just pleasant time zone in general, wherever you are in the world. And again, Eric Jaws, if you or any of your raiders are artists and want to drop links in the chat to show some of your work, feel free. Feel free. I do not mind sharing and promoting other artist work. Eric Joe's photo, well. All right, let's see Eric Jaw's photo. Ooh. Little rush to tonight's stream. That's all right. Oh, cosplay. Very nice. Let's bring you on over for another show and tell. Oh, nice. Very nice. Well, first things first. Done. Ooh. I know it's a game shot, but I still like that. What is your favorite Mario tune, and why is it Peaches? Oh, nice. That is great. Peaches, 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 peaches. Nice. Very nice. Well done. Well done. Good stuff. All right. Now let's, because I always do this, because my first love is always and forever black and white. That's where I first learned how to use a camera. In my Photo 1 class in high school, 21 years ago. All right, let's continue the silly theme here. So, the previous owners of the house I just moved into actually left me some furniture. So they left me this settee here. So we decided to have some fun with it. Although it went off the frame and we start getting my board games in here. However, we can fix that. That's not the image I want to edit right this second. I actually want to edit this one. Settee of Catan. You can run, but we can't hide.
Like the moon that makes the tides, that silent guide is calling from inside. Pull me here and
I do have a folder of my printmaking work. It's not published anywhere, but
hanging in the air we are. Magnets pulling from different poles with no control. We'll never be apart. I will always find you. Like it's written in the stars.
let's now. Please share it some. Yeah. If up. Let me see if I can quickly find it. If I can pull it up very quickly, then I'll just do that.
Always find you. Always find you. Always find you. Like it's written in the stars. We can run, but we can't hide.
There it is. Okay. So, what was this? This was, so I had made a coat of arms. So that was one of my earliest attempts. So we're going back into college, Ms. Renzella. And let's see, what else we got? So then there was another assignment where we had to do, something particularly about ourselves, and I decided to use the fact that I have Crohn's disease as the basis for a print. So here we have the end of the album, and I have to change album. So we have the connecting ileum here from the small intestine to the large intestine. So we've got so we have some vials of the medication that I was on at the time, which was Remicade. We have some pills of prednisone in here, So some of this was laser printed. Because my college has had a laser printer. And then one other. This is, I think, was made just out of linoleum blocks. So yeah, that's just a few of my old college printmaking attempts. One more of my old college work. So I had to take a 3D design class, and we had to, for our final project, we had to take a small existing object and make it huge, make it really big. And we had to use like four or five different textures in the creation of this larger object. So I chose a D20 because, one, I was a freaking lunatic, and two, I knew I could fit the requirements of the of needing the texture. So I took a D20 and turned it into this. That's the finished product. It weighed at least 20 pounds when it was all said and done. So we've got packing peanuts, crushed tin foil. I have beads that are just glued on there with copious amounts of Mod Podge. And then, this was one of the progress shots of it. So that's just, and that was the other texture. Just pieces of broken plaster. Needless to say, I did get an A on it. I wish I still had it, but it would not fit in my apartment at the time. So I hope that it's currently still sitting in a. I hope the art department still has it. So yeah, little vintage, little glimpse into my old college work, my art elective work. All right. I need to put on some other music because we wrapped up the Transistor album. So, what's another video game album I can throw up there? Sure. Let's do that. Because I'll be doing a playthrough of a Zelda game starting next week. Because another game that celebrates its 25th anniversary this year is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and that's the game I'm going to be playing next. I gotta unpack my N64 and hook it up to the computer. and hope it works. You're very welcome, sir. Alright, go lurk. Do the lurk. I should chug some water. But yes, for those of you who are first timers here, not only do I do photography streams, I also do video game streams as well. Photography art streams happen when I get new stuff, when I make new work. So sometimes I'll do photo editing like this. Sometimes if I shoot film, I will develop the film live right on stream. Sometimes I also do nude shoots, and when I edit those on stream, I don't do it on Twitch. I do it on another streaming service called Picardo, because Picardo is not as anal about nude bodies as Twitch. A nipple will not start World War III over there. But yeah, so if you like video games or photography or both, give me a follow. Thank you to those who already have. I'll be sure to return the favor in kind. You know, I certainly would love to follow and catch more more photographers that stream. Oh, I've already done the selective. I don't think we need brightness or contrast adjustment. I am curious, for any of you photographers who are watching this, do you also, any of you use film at all, or is it all digital? I know film is something that I will probably never fully give up because that was what I learned on. It's my first love, and I still enjoy shooting film a lot. Oh, I actually like that. I also like that. Let's get a little separation though. Yeah. Should film not to hope to catch on here. All right. Well, thank you so much, Speedy Photo, for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be sure to catch you on Instagram at the very least. I don't know if you stream at all, but if you do, I will be sure to try to catch you. You have a great rest of your day. We just moved to, my spouse and I, we just moved to a new area, and you know Hudson Valley, New York is just full of old cemeteries, and I shoot a lot of in old cemeteries, and so I'm very curious to start exploring the ones that are around here, because the town that we are in was founded in the late 1600s, early 1700s. So I'm curious to see what manners of old death I can find in here. Oh, what am I doing for time? Oh, I've got like another half hour to go before I call it a night. Ah, yes, the barkeep shot. I like this one. I am curious how my leveling works. Hang on. First, fit the screen. Yeah, not quite as dramatic. Yeah, better. No. Actually, before I do any further editing, we're gonna clone something out. We're gonna get rid of you. here. Okay. Right up a little. Now that I think about it, the hair uneven. Bring it in. There we go. It's a bit more even. And bring it down just a drop. There we go. There we go. Curves are fine. Use saturation. Now we can. Hopefully you're all having a lovely, lovely day, lovely evening, wherever you are. And again, thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I know it's not my normal Friday. But I will be unavailable the next couple of Fridays. So I'll have to pick a day at some point next week. Next couple of weeks. Before I do that, let's turn it up a bit. Boop. 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 It's like Bob Ross. Like you have to make those noises or it doesn't work. Boop. Boop. Okay. Yeah, lots of neutrals in this one. I mean, a lot of these images are mostly neutral anyway. Mostly due to the backdrop and what she's wearing. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, stop it. save that. I might have to change the album again, otherwise this is gonna put me to sleep. And I know I want to eventually unwind, but I don't want to necessarily fall asleep right on stream here. Yeah, it's gonna happen. All right. Find one that isn't quite as relaxing. That's way too bright. I like that. I don't need to make any further modifications to that. Alright, let's go back. Back to dramatic. Ow! Why it does that? Okay, that is hair. Okay. Not schmutz in my lens. Now, is that schmutz on my lens, or is that dirt on my monitor? Nope, that's dirt on my monitor. Okay. I think I can stay exactly where it is. That like that. Let's see, how much time? 15 minutes before I call it a night. I think I've got time for one or two more. Oh, I like you. Oh yeah, we know we're going to adjust at least the brightness on this thing. The way we can start adjusting that. Do love that effect of almost a slight vignette. That also helps to focus our attention. I think we're gonna have to do too much on the 1%. Adding black to anything, it's very strong, especially in an image. You really don't want to overdo it because you can. Luckily, you can undo everything. Control Z is your friend. All right. Just... Do we want to add black to black? Yes. Again, just a hair. Like the difference from 0 to 2% is very noticeable. Like you add 30% more black to the already existing black, and it's like, oh no, well that just screwed everything up. Don't think we need to do anything with the brightness. In fact, I think I need to tone it down even a little, just a hair more. All right. Just yeah. I don't think either tribute. So do my black and white version. I think it's modified green filter. All right. We are just about near the end here. I really want to start another one, but there will be more rounds of edits. Don't you worry. And some of these I will share on my social media. Some I will share to Patreon, which I haven't plugged at all tonight. So on my Patreon, if you subscribe to my Patreon at $5 a month or higher, I mail you a 4x6 physical print of an image of any image of my choosing, and it could be whatever it's a random image. It could be one of my cosplay ones. It could be one of my cemetery images. It could be one of my nudes. It's whatever I happen to pick that month. So $5 a month on my Patreon gets you that and my undying love, and I think the links are down below. It's also in part of my card page as well, which I will plug one more time in the chat. And with that said, the last thing I like to do when I do an art stream is I just like to do a recap, just show you what was done tonight. And every single stream that I do gets archived on my YouTube channel. So if you are watching this on YouTube, which means you are watching this a few days after it's gone live, thank you much. And if you want to, because all my streams stay up on Twitch for 2 weeks before they drop off, and so when I put them up on my YouTube channel, because I know some people they can't watch it live, or they don't have time to catch the live stream, so I put it up on my YouTube channel really for everyone's convenience, so that you can get back to it later. Some people like to use my streams as background noise, which, you know, fine by me. Fine by me. I don't have a problem with that. But that's where you can find it. All right. Let's do the recap. Bring y'all over here. So, in no particular order. That was the last one we just did. So this was the first one we did tonight. This was the image that I used in my promo that I shared on social media. So we have our black and white version of that. And then we have our... I actually did do a sepia one of this. This one I actually thought the sepia worked well. And then we've got these two. And then we got you. And then we got our hot and steamy. And then we did the sleepy time. So that is all that I did tonight. So thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I don't know when I will be streaming next week. It's not going to be Friday because, again, so I will be unavailable next Friday. But I will, once I find out what that is, I will put it on the Twitch schedule, which will be down below. And yeah, so let's see if anyone is online that we could bring the party to. Hey, Jay Renzella is streaming, so we're gonna raid Jay Renzella, the woodcut artist. So let's get us set for that. So, again, thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday night with me. And once I see you again, well, hopefully I see you guys again, but if not, stay healthy, stay safe. COVID is still a thing. Don't want any of you getting sick. All right. Good night, and joy be with you all, everyone. Be well.